All right, guys, today we're going to call speed grammar. This will be a little bit of review and a little bit of new because it's been a crazy week and I have not had a lot of time to get this out, but so you have some extra time on it, of course. But so we are just going to speed through and we're going to talk a little about indirect objects. Okay, we have direct objects and we have indirect objects. So let's go through this together. Okay. So do you guys remember what direct objects are? It's where we have a subject here, a verb that transfers an action. Okay, it transfers an action to whatever the direct object is. It transfers action to here. For example, we could say Sally baked cookies. What's receiving the action of getting baked? Whoa, I did not spell that very well. The cookies, right? They're receiving the action of getting baked. Now, when we add, that's our direct object. When we add an indirect object, it means that's there's still a direct object, but it's to or for whom. And it always has to be between, the IO has to be between the verb and the direct object. So we could say Sally baked me cookies. Okay. Sally baked me cookies. If we say Sally baked cookies for me, that's not an indirect object. It's a prepositional phrase because of where it is in the sentence. Where it is actually matters. So if it's saying to or for whom and it's between the verb in here, then it's an indirect object. Okay, if you don't understand it straight away, that's okay. We're going to do a lot of practice. So I want you to go through here and circle the direct objects and underline the indirect objects. If you haven't done it already, I want you to pause the video and see what you can do on your own. Now, let's check it together. Okay, God gave us rights. God gave what? Rights, right? So we know that that's direct object. God didn't give us, right? It's not God gave us, right? It's God gave rights. That's what he gave away. That's receiving the action of giving, right? Gave is the verb. God gave rights to or for whom? Us. Okay, this is the indirect object. This is the direct object. This is the indirect object. Okay, so let's look at this one. He showed me love. Who or what is this sentence about? We have he, subject pronouns. What is being said about he? He showed, verb. He showed who or what? Is it just he showed me? Is love what he actually showed? No, it's, sorry. Is me what he actually showed? No, it's love that he showed, right? So verb transfer to love, which is the direct object. He showed love to or for whom? Me. Underline that. Okay. So it's kind of like this transfers action to here. This is saying what this was being done to, who or what this was being done to, right? Okay, let's do this one. God gave me life. Can you tell what was, can you tell what's the direct object? What was given? Was it me that was given or was it life that was given? If you said life, you're right. That's your direct object. D-O. God gave life to or for whom? Me. Right? So that's our direct object. Let's do the next one. God gives us liberty. Okay, so gives is our verb. God gives who or what? What's receiving the action of being given? Are we getting given? Or, sorry, us? No. Liberty is. So that's our direct object. That's the object that's directly being affected by the verb. God gives liberty to or for whom? Us. And then it bounces back. Right? Gives who or for whom this person. Has a little bounce in there. Okay, let's read this one. God blesses us. So we have our subject, what's being said about God. God blesses, verb. God blesses who or what? Who is receiving the action of being blessed? Us. Direct object. God blesses us to, oh, there's none, right? I threw a tricky one in there for you to see if you could tell when there wasn't one. All right, now let's dive into some real sentences to diagram. Let's say this together. God gave us rights, and the Constitution protects them. Ooh, what do we notice right off? We notice a conjunction, right? Linking two words, phrases, or clauses together. So what is it linking together? God gave us rights, and the Constitution protects them. It's linking two clauses, two things that could be sentences, right? So let's start on the first one. God gave us rights. Who or what is the sentence about? God. Subject, noun. What is being said about God? God gave. Verb. God gave who or what? Rights. If you said rights, then you are right. I'm going to move this so you can see a little bit better. Hold that still. God gave rights. Does rights replace God? No. Does it describe God? No. D-O, label, verb, transitive. God gave rights to or for whom? Us. Us is a noun or pronoun between the verb and the direct object. So this is our indirect object. All right, let's do the next part. The Constitution protects them. Who or what is this clause about? Constitution. What is being said about Constitution? Constitution protects. Verb. Constitution protects who or what? Them. Does them describe Constitution? No. Does it replace Constitution? No. D-O, label, verb, transitive. Is there anything between them? Nope. So is there I-O here? Nope. What's the? Article, adjective. All right, let's go ahead and diagram this. Okay, I'm going to try not to turn it for you guys, actually. All right, we have God. What's going to go here? Gave. God gave what? Rights. Now, is this repeating, reflecting? Nope, so it's going to stay straight up. God gave. We put our indirect object right here. Us. Rights. Very good. Now we have our coordinating conjunction on this little shelf, and we're going to do our next part. Constitution. What's our verb? Protects. And what's our direct object? Them. What else are we missing? One thing. The. It's going to go under here because it's describing the. All right. Now, is this a simple, compound, or complex sentence? Who can tell me? Does it have, can each of these stand on its own? God gave us rights. The Constitution protects them? Yes. So we have two independent houses with a conjunction in between. So this is, if you said compound, you are right. Good. All right, next. Liberty gives us light and freedom. Who or what is this sentence about? Rachel's here. Rachel, you want to help me out?
Liberty.
Let's do this. Ready? Liberty, subject, noun. What is being said about liberty?
Liberty gives.
Gives, verb. What is being said about liberty? Or sorry.
Gives.
Yeah, sorry. Liberty gives who or what?
Light. And freedom.
Good. This is a tricky one. Liberty gives light and freedom. Okay. Do light and freedom replace liberty?
No.
No. Do they describe liberty? No, D-O, label, verb, transitive. So we have a compound direct object. Pretty fun, huh? And this is just a conjunction. Liberty gives light and freedom to or for whom? To and for whom? Us. Is it a noun between the verb and direct objects that's receiving?
It's whose light and freedom.
Well, but it's not an adjective. Yes, it's a noun between this and this that is receiving whatever is being acted upon. It's kind of confusing, but so this is an indirect object. Okay, so let's diagram this baby. Okay, I'm actually going to make this picture for you and see if you can fill it in by yourself. Okay, so make this. Okay, pause the video, see if you can do that by yourself. Ready, go. All right, if you're ready for me to help you, let's go ahead and write it. What goes here?
Liberty.
Liberty. Excellent. We're going to capitalize it. Why?
Because it's the beginning of a sentence.
Good. What goes here?
Gives.
Gives. Liberty gives what?
Light and freedom.
Light and freedom. Gives. And where do we put our indirect object? Yep. Awesome. Okay. Is this a simple, compound, or complex sentence? Is it how many?
Simple.
Good. Simple. Why?
Because there's only one sentence.
Yeah, there's only one set of subject and verb. Right? Excellent. Awesome. Okay. Let's move on to our last one. God's law brings us joy when we obey his commandments. Ooh. Okay, this is great. Do we have any conjunctions here?
Yes.
Where?
When.
When. Good job. Is this any old conjunction that's just an equal sign? No. It's a subordinating conjunction, which means this whole clause is dependent on this clause. Okay, good job.
It'd be complex.
Good job, Rachel. You're getting ahead of us. Okay, ready? Let's say this together. God's law brings us joy. Who or what is this clause about?
Law.
Good. Subject, noun. What is being said about law?
Law brings.
Brings. Law brings who or what?
Joy.
Joy. Does joy replace law?
No.
Does joy describe law?
No.
No. D-O, label, verb, transitive. Law brings joy to or for whom?
Us.
Us. So is this a noun or pronoun? Between
It's.
the verb and the direct object?
Indirect object.
Yes, so it's an indirect object. Indirect objects have to be a noun or pronoun. Same with direct objects. So very good. Whose law?
God's.
God. So is this going to be an adjective or adverb?
Add.
What is it describing?
Adjective.
It's describing what?
A noun.
A noun. And it's also answering the question,
So it's an adjective. How? Whose?
whose. Very good.
Why?
So this is an adjective. Yes, adjective. Sorry, guys, I'm not using my colors today because I'm just trying to get this out here. All right, let's do our next clause. We obey his commandments. Who or what is this clause about?
We.
Subject,
No.
pronoun.
Pronoun.
What does it mean said about we?
We obey.
Verb. We obey who or what?
Commandments.
Does commandments describe we?
No.
Does it replace we?
No.
D-O, label, verb, transitive. Now,
That's an indirect object.
is it?
Actually,
Is it we obey commandments to or for whom? No.
his
It's not like giving the
commandments.
commandments to anyone.
Whose commandments? So it's an
Whose
So
commandments?
it's an adjective.
Yes. Yep, it's an adjective. This is describing commandments, and it's asking the question, what kind, how many, which, or whose. So this is another adjective. Good. You have to kind of, indirect objects and adjectives can sometimes look a little bit sneaky to each other. So you have to You have to reason this out. This is why English is so good for your brain. It's because you learn how to reason and how to think. So let's go ahead and draw this picture, okay? Voila! Magically appeared a turtle to help us. Rachel brought this over. All right, turtle. Do you think these kids can fill this picture? I'm going to fill it out even more. See if you guys can work on that first part. Okay. Ready, set, go! All right, here's our subject. Oops, not gods. I made a mistake, sorry. Law, this is why I hope you guys are using a pencil. Law brings what? Joy. Good. And then brings joy to or for whom? Us. Whose law? God's. I'm sorry, I hope this isn't too fast for y'all today. And then we're going to put when. The reason it's not on a platform is because it's a subordinating conjunction. See how this one is just, these are two equal. It's like saying this clause is equal to this clause. Okay, but this one is showing that this is below it. And we could even do it at a slant if we had space, but we don't really. So, we, what goes here? Obey, and then what goes here? Commandments. His. Awesome, you guys, great job. This was a lot. Real quick, is this a simple, compound, or complex sentence? What do you think? If you said complex, you are right. Because even though if we said we obey his commandments, that's fine. But the conjunction is a subordinating conjunction that's saying this is dependent on this. So, there it is. Nicely done, everybody. I'll try to get the video out sooner next week.